some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense. The perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Right here to Perfect Sense. I'm your host, Antoine. You all shared videos with me before, and if you haven't, thank you for coming in. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. Brought to you on Frisbee TV, partnered by Billion Brothers, or partnered with Billion Brothers. So I'm gonna actually say that today, we're gonna be talking about something that's really near and dear to my heart. So we all know that the holiday time come up. We all know that families get together. We all know that I talked about vitamins and minerals before. So we're gonna touch on something else that's still in the health and wellness area or arena. We wanna talk about gut health. So I wanna talk about some of the things that I've done, because a while ago, I had surgery on my back, and when I had surgery on my back, I wound up getting a hold of some of the medications when they were giving like opioid medications before they did the warnings for opioid medications, and these were years ago. They gave it to me in the hospital while I was out, and when I woke up, I couldn't feel anything. So I immediately went off the opioid medication, but what it did, it destroyed my stomach, okay? My flora was all wrong. Everything was all wrong. I had an overgrowth of candida. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then candida is like just an overgrowth of yeast, and everything was wrong. So the bacteria was bad. Now, the one thing that I don't have on my table, I don't have an actual probiotic on the table, because those are very, very subjective. I get the Nature Made ones. And they're like 40,000 cultures, live cultures, and they have an actual 40 billion live cultures, I'm sorry, and they have a really, really good balance. So we know we're gonna be going over different people's houses, and some people have intolerances. Some people may be dealing with IBS. Some people may be dealing with just gut issues, because your gut is your second brain. So you actually have nerve endings in your gut that send signals to your brain. And if you didn't know, anxiety, mineral deficiencies, lack of absorption, all those things can stem from your gut and or your intestines. So I want to urge you to help your gut out, help yourself out, especially if you're going to go out here and you want to enjoy yourself, you want to eat, you don't want to sit in the corner, oh, I can't have that, oh, I can't have this, oh, I can't have that. You want to be able to at least get a little bit of something during this holiday season, because I know I'm going to enjoy those cakes, cookies, and pies, and yeah, you can call me fat all you want. I'm gonna be fat eating cakes, cookies, and pies, okay? I ain't saying I'm eating them all, but I'm gonna get a taste. And then on top of that, you wanna get that, you know, some people like American pie and things like that, American apple pie, things like that, but then you have your mac and cheese, your different variations. Sometimes you have your sauerkraut and pigtails. I mean, I'm kind of telling on myself, but you know, sauerkraut and pigtails, you wanna get your candied yams. Sometimes you have yams in you know, 2 different states. Sometimes they're solid candied yams, or they're mashed. So it depends on what you really want to get. You know, you can have mashed potatoes, you can have gravy, you can have that dry turkey with that tryptophan in it. And you can get the itis. Itis is a real thing. I don't care what nobody say. Itis is a real thing. As a matter of fact, I had itis last night. I ate some food, and then right after, I wanted to go to sleep. But itis can be a signal that your body is overloaded and it wants to shut down in certain places to be able to maximize digestion. So either you ate a big meal or you ate something like turkey, which has tryptophan in it, and it actually just puts a calming effect on your system. So I want to talk about a few things, talk about ways that I use them, talk about what I use in conjunction with what I don't use, and what time of the day that I use them. So we want to start off from the first thing. We all know that a healthy mouth is the first step to a healthy digestive system. So I know you've heard all about the Guru Nanda products, but I have several Guru Nanda products that we do use here. And yes, these are used Guru Nanda products. This one is anyway. This is the whitening pulling oil, the coconut and mint. We got this from Walmart. You can actually get it on Amazon. Check the link below. Anything here, you can check the link below because we're gonna have the links down below this video. If we don't have it, then it's not there. So what I'm gonna say is the pulling oil is great. Pulling oil actually, when you swish it around in your mouth, it actually cleans the walls of your mouth. It cleans the gum line, it cleans in between the teeth. It allows for anything that is on that surface to be able to break apart and come off. We talking about that tartar, some of y'all. Tartar, okay? Some of that over buildup of calcium. Get this, it helps. It really, really helps. Those stains, it helps. So my wife lives by this stuff. Now let me tell you a quick story. I bought the first bottle. I went back to use it maybe a week later and I was like, what? She looked at me, she said, yeah, we gotta get another one. We bought 2 more bottles. When I come back, so I brush twice a day. My wife, I think my wife has routines. She uses this stuff. I'm talking about uses it. And we can vouch for how healthy it keeps your gums. It keeps your mouth clean. So that's the Guru Nanda pulling oil. So I'm gonna sit that to the side. We have another Guru Nanda product, which is gonna be the mouthwash. So this mouthwash here lasts us for a very long time. You only need about 5 or 6 drops into water. They actually have a cup in here that you use, a measuring cup, and you just fill it up. It says over 300 uses for 1 bottle. That's a lot of uses, a lot of days. So this may last you close to a year, as long as you brush your teeth. But anyway, anyway, you wanna use this. This, I learned, keeps your mouth fresh all day long. I don't know how they did it, but I've never had a mouthwash that never, so I intermittently fast. My wife intermittently fasts. And you know, if intermittent fasting, sometimes you get that stale mouth taste. It's not a grungy taste, a dirty taste. It's not a stinky taste. It's just a stale mouth taste. You don't get that at all with this. This thing keeps you fresh all day long. Kissable, okay? You that dude and you got that halitosis thing on, halitosis, get some of this. But I'm gonna also tell you how to get that halitosis handled, okay? And it may be a medical thing, so I'm not a medical professional. You can contact your medical professional if you really wanna get it handled. And seriously, get it checked out if you do seem to be having a problem because you got backed up bowels and your bowels are starting to seep through your mouth. So what you wanna do is you wanna swish this around and get as much wear out of this as you can. And then by the time you spit it out, spit this in the toilet. Do not spit this in the sink. Spit this in the toilet or spit it in the cup, pour it in the toilet, flush it. But this is great. This stuff is concentrated, it's great. Make sure you dilute it. Do not apply it directly to your mouth. Drop it in the cup, pour the water in, take it back. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna move on to with the Guru Nanda, I'm gonna move on to this black seed oil, the D3 and K2. We all know what D3 is. We all know what K2 is. But I'm gonna tell you right now, with this black seed oil, this thing supports your immune system, bone health. It also helps you detoxify. Because every time I take this thing, there's a blemish coming up somewhere. So there's something inside of me that it's forcing out of me. So it's not like a harsh blemish, but when I tell you, man, this thing gives me energy. I have so much energy with this thing. It helped me, I don't know why, but this helps suppress an appetite for me. I take black seed oil and it just suppresses my appetite, man. And it is not bad tasting. It's very, very high quality and I feel amazing on this stuff. This helps with blood circulation also and absorption. So the D3 in it and the K2 will help thin your blood and help you also circulate. So to help you with absorption. So help your intestines out, help your blood circulation out. And this will also help your manhood or help your libido or however you want to look at it. It has some of those effects. Effects may vary on different people, but the Guru Nanda black seed oil, I vouch for it. I've used it. As you can see, this is an open box because a lot of people be out here fronting. You see, it's torn. It's open. This bottle is open. It's already open. And look at me. Can't even get it off. Child-proof, dummy-proof, everything. And I daggone sure ain't no child. But anyway, I'm gonna put this back in here, but I vouch for this. This is some good stuff, man. I've had black seed oil before, but this is top notch, top tier. The next thing I want to talk about is how to iron out that gut. Okay, we all fall short in our diet in America. Unless we're eating completely organic, unless we're on a raw diet, we all know that parasites exist. Now, back in the day, they used to give you a spoonful of castor oil, and you would just poop the parasites right out. So back in the day, tapeworms were a big thing. Nowadays, we don't hear so much about them. Guess what? Because we lost those traditions. We just hear about the illnesses and the ailments. We hear about, oh, this person is suffering from this, so I got IBS. Back in the day, wasn't no IBS. They would just shove that castor oil down your throat, and nothing could survive in there. And they didn't have the problems. They ate a lot more fermented foods. They ate a lot more raw foods, less processed, less chemically involved, less altered. So this is a paracleanse. I have not started this yet. I'm clearing my system to start the paracleanse. I have done a detox before. I have done a parasite cleanse. But this paracleanse, I'm vouching for just to say that it actually has the step 1 and 2. It comes with the binder. There's not a lot of cleanses that come with the binder. You have to buy activated charcoal in order to do it. But this one comes with the wormwood, clove, fulvic acid. So it comes with the binder. So it tries to prevent you from getting sick, because we all know that when you start to kill parasites, they start to give off toxins. So this is going to help you get rid of the parasites, to kill them off, and to get rid of the toxins, so that you don't become sick and you don't fall ill. Because the idea of the parasites is when they take over a host, when you try to kill them off, they want you to get sick so that you stop what you're doing, so that you don't continue to do what you're doing, so that you feed them, so that their eggs can survive. So it's a survival mode. But just know that this comes with both. So this will be better benefited and better suited for those who don't want to go through the harsh process. So that's Paracleanse Guru Nanda. Another thing that I want to talk about is maybe your IBS is kicking up. Maybe you have an issue with actually going to the bathroom. This right here is going to be the Digestiva by Guru Nanda, and this is the digestive aid. This is a digestive aid, and as you can see, this bottle has been used. It's open. This bottle is open. This is what I use. So this has what it says it has. It has Amla, Vabtaki, and Hirataki. And this actually helps. I've used this before. I don't use it every day, but on those days where maybe I had a hard meal or something like that, I've used this. Now this does not work immediately. It may take 24 hours, but it actually does work. Full, lengthy, exit stage left bowel movement. I'm talking about everything. So I would say it's a gatherer, and it's pushing things out. So this right here, I don't know exactly what all of these does, but I have used this, and it is a good product. I also want to talk about something that I don't have here today, which I urge you, actually I do have some here, but I urge you to get fiber. Get your daily fiber in. I want you to get your daily fiber in because fiber does quite a few things. It helps you with gas, bloating. It helps you feel fuller, longer, less hungry. It actually helps you to lower cholesterol, and it helps heart health, because the one thing about fiber is it takes out free radicals. It takes out any free radicals floating around in your stream. It removes food from the system. It makes your bowel movements fuller and thicker, and it allows you to alleviate yourself in a manner that you feel relief and not struggling to go. So I want to recommend fiber. So get yourself a nice fiber supplement. I'm recommending some type of psyllium husk. Psyllium husk is real good. Now different brands vary. This is a brand, this CVS brand, and I keep this on me wherever I go. But when I'm home, I use Metamucil. So Metamucil is very, very good. But also with your fiber, I take Benefiber. So the Benefiber is actually a prebiotic. I take that prebiotic to create a healthy environment for my probiotic. So basically, it's like taking flowers and adding sugar or adding plant food, making the flowers last longer. So it helps your probiotic and your live organisms to live a lot longer in the gut, which will create a better environment, because the quicker they die off, the stronger the bad bacteria gets. So I urge you to do this and take fiber. All right, so I talked to you previously about the magnesium that I used, and I want you to know that I'm gonna bring that magnesium to you right now. This is the magnesium that I use. It's the Quano magnesium, and here's the bottle. It's 420 milligrams, and it is open. You can see I use it. So this is the type of magnesium that I use, and I believe this is magnesium glycinate. High absorption, yes, chelated magnesium glycinate. So this is glycinate, but this one had bone health, nerve health, muscle health. So this one right here is the extra strength version. So I got the extra strength version, but I actually take only half. I take one pill in the morning, one pill in the afternoon. I try to space them apart. If I don't need 2 pills, I take one midday, or, you know, as my wife says, she takes hers right before bed. Helps her sleep very, very well, and it balances hormones, actually, because I've noticed a better male enhancement since taking magnesium. So, guys, I urge you, ladies, I urge you, get out there. I'm a lot calmer for a lot longer, and I feel way better after taking magnesium. And you can rotate. You don't have to take it every day. Whatever varies you. But we're gonna roll into another thing that you guys can take. If you're all about the natural, if you're all about doing simple things, the natural look is ginger root. So ginger root right there, it actually helps the gut. It balances for digestion. The max you can take is 500 milligrams a day, or 550 milligrams a day, but this is great for digestive health. Now, the one thing you gotta be careful of, ginger root can actually burn the mucous membranes inside of your esophagus, so take it in a pill form. Don't just use regular ginger root, take it in a pill form, and it'll actually benefit you a little bit better. Lasts longer when you do that. It keeps you calm. My wife has used these during her menstrual. My wife used to have the worst menstrual ever, and she used to take ginger root when her naproxen wouldn't work. That naproxen, she would just throw it right up. Take ginger root, it will settle her stomach, and she could actually eat something, hold something down, and have a better day. So I would urge you to get ginger root in before your period starts. If you know what's about to come on and you got your flow chart, you know, your flow chart. I ain't talking about an MC, I'm talking about Aunt Flow. You know, the one you want to go. You got your flow chart going and you know when you're coming on? Grab some ginger root. It is an all-natural stomach settler. It relaxes the muscles down there. I've seen it work. I've seen it work. Believe it. Another relaxer, but this one is not as prominent as the other one. It's peppermint oil. I've used peppermint oil before, but you gotta be careful with peppermint oil too. But I've used peppermint oil. Peppermint oil is a natural relaxer. That's what it does. So if your gut is upset and it's just rumbling and grumbling and doing flips, you can pop a peppermint oil real quick and it'll settle down. I mean, that's really the only benefit that I see with this. It's a relaxer. So you put it in, it'll just relax the stomach. It ain't gonna make you poop. It ain't gonna remove your bowels. It ain't gonna do none of that. It's just going to settle your gut. That's all. So peppermint oil is very, very good, very simplistic. Don't use too much. I also want to talk about this. This, to me, I know this may be a geriatric way of going about things, but it works. Prune juice. When all else fails, pop a little bit of that prune juice in that baby bottle. Yogurt. You know what I'm saying? Yogurt. I shouldn't have made that reference. I'm sorry if you're eating yogurt. But prune juice works. I drink it. Prune juice works, man. And it is timeless. You get 100% prune juice, you chug a bottle a day, you won't have a problem going. And it's not a super laxative for me. It's something that just helps me go very, very easily. But don't think that this is gonna take the place of water, because a lot of you out there are not drinking enough water. You're supposed to drink plenty of water in order to have good digestion. and you may be drinking the wrong kind of water, you may need to get some H3O in, eat some fruits and vegetables. You may need to juice a couple of them just to penetrate your cells. You may need to take magnesium so that your cells can, operate, your muscles can function. You may need to take D3 so that they can open up and you can protect them. It's a conglomerate of things that you may need to do. But in the meantime, in between time, if you want to get a poop and you want it to be divine, prune juice. All right, so another thing I want to talk to you about, Ollie's brand, okay? Ollie is pretty good. I gave him a shot. Like I said, once again, it's open. I take them. So in the morning time, I grab 2 of these vitamins, and this is not something super noticeable, but you'll notice it days after. Man, on the days that you skip these, you feel it. It's not a drag me down experience, but you just get that extra boost, that little extra kick. I didn't have as many aches and pains today. I didn't have many problems today. Ollie's has good vitamins, good minerals. I believe in the brand, I use it. So this is a men's multivitamin. My wife has the women's multivitamin. My kids have the teen multivitamins. And they also have a probiotic. You just pop one in. They all taste like candy. I know you love gummies. So you pop these in, and believe me, you're gonna have good digestion. You're gonna have a good day because you're up in your vitamins and your minerals. But don't forget to take your D3, your magnesium, and your calcium so that you can have good absorption. And I also want to talk about the Love and Libido. I haven't tried this yet, but I've heard good things. I got this on a recommendation. Now, I can't tell you that this works, but what I'm saying is, as good as Ollie's is, this should be just as good. I think this is more built for ladies, but this has ashwagandha, damana, and maca. So this is ladies and men. So the maca root, we all know about that. The ashwagandha, we all know about that. Okay? Aphrodisiacs, this should work very well. If I do get to using it, I'll let you know. I don't need it. I want to also talk to you about this right here, Shilajit. All right, so a lot of people talk about Shilajit and we don't know what it is. Okay, I just know Shilajit is manufactured somewhere, I believe in Africa. It is a plant. It is an adaptogen. They say it is patented. It boosts healthy testosterone levels. In women, it boosts energy levels. So this is supposed to hold, I think, 102 of the minerals that your body needs, something like that. Maybe anywhere from 90 to 102 of the minerals that your body needs. So it's not that it's specific functional, it's that it has what your body needs to be able to operate. So do your research on this. I've used it once or twice. I haven't really dug down into Shilajit, but I think it's noteworthy because so many people have benefits. I've heard people say that it got rid of their arthritis pain. Now, I'm not saying that I'm an advocate for that statement, but what I am saying is that they told me, and it's been more than one. So I did get some, and at some point, I'm gonna do a 30-day trial, and I will let you guys know. But Shilajit is also on my list of things that you can use to set yourself up for the holiday season, because we all gonna eat. We're gonna eat everything. And here we also have the Guru Nanda Mint and Basic. That says basic. So you can either be basic or you can have mint. This says dual line, and this one, I guess just regular picks. But I got these because I want to try them. You know, holiday season, people need to floss. You got a lot of things, you're eating a lot of things, a lot of different meats. You want to get in between them teeth, along with the pulling oil, the mouthwash. Go ahead and use these and get in between your teeth. So I'm also going to talk about the fella who has the halitosis or the lady who has the halitosis, or you find yourself having bad breath, or maybe you go a day or two and your arms are smelling, you start to smell like onions, things are coming through your pores. I want to urge you to get some chlorophyll. This is chlorophyll in matcha. This is the one that I take. It's matcha tea in here with chlorophyll, but I want to urge you to get the chlorophyll. Get whatever brand works for you. But chlorophyll deodorizes the body from the inside. okay? So all that pungent smell, all them bad decaying meats, all the bad habits that you have, chlorophyll is gonna help you stay fresher longer for a longer period of time. It's gonna deodorize you from the inside out. So it's like giving your body a whole mint. That's what it's like. It's like giving your body a whole mint. So if you wanna deal with any kind of odor issues, chlorophyll, especially through your pores, chlorophyll. Now, it may not get rid of the poop smell, but it'll definitely get rid of body odor. And I want to say that I've used chlorophyll before. Now, I don't have body odor, but I put it to the test. I went about a week without deodorant. Yeah. I ain't smell nothing either. Of course, I got back to it, but I mean, they say we're not supposed to be using deodorant anyway. But another thing that I want to talk to you about, and this is kind of off topic with gut health and things like that, but our daughter, she used to have anxiety doing tests, and she used to get really, really nervous. And a while ago, I bought her something. She's in college now. I bought it while she was in high school, and I bought it off of Amazon, and I'll put the link down below, or we'll put the link down below. It's called Genius Drops. It is a focus enhancing droplet liquid. So you put a few of these drops in some water and drink it down just like they would anything else here. And my daughter performed way better. She had focus for way longer. I don't know what it is about this composition in these Genius Drops, but she did so much better when she had these. I could tell when she was off. She did so much better. They're very, very calming. They keep you focused forward. So I want to urge you that if you have a kid out there and they're bouncing off the wall all the time, or they can't stay focused, I know you want to get them medically helped. I know you want to get them evaluated and things like that, but I urge you, give them a chance. Try the Genius, try the Genius Drops first. Try them. My kid went through it, my kid did it. I still remind her nowadays. She talks so fast now, I said, man, you need your drops. She said, again with these drops, because she's so much older now. But I urge you, if you have a little kid and that kid has a problem focusing, that kid bounces off the wall, get them Genius Drops. Help them focus. Maybe they have a food issue. Maybe they have a stomach issue. Maybe they have an imbalance. Maybe they're just energetic, personality-wise. This will help them focus. So before you go to that medical professional and get medicine to alter their personality, give something natural a shot. All right, so that's my rendition of health and wellness today. Attacking the gut from the inside, starting with the first line of digestion, then going with the inside of digestion, and even coming out the rear end of digestion. So everything was full cycle today. I want to thank you for helping me enjoy this time. I want you to stay blessed, be less stressed, and let God do the rest. See you.
Sound of this beat is so profound to me. It's so soulfully sold, so undoubtedly. He gave me the shoulders to put the world on him. Yeah, my kids on this rock, man, so I can hold them. God gave me these eyes so I can see the vision. Equip me with all the right tools so I can win it. Keep fasting and praying. Now that's the key. Put your feet in the sand and take a walk with me. Highly blessed and highly favored, and some hate it. They won't like my opinion. They say it's overrated. And choose 1 through 10, or it's A to Z. You good on any list, long as it come from me. This is a disclaimer and not a guarantee. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me. It's the perfect sense, the perfect sense. My highly rated opinion make perfect sense to me.